Hello everyone, welcome to Artefacto YouTube channel. My name is Prasad Beaven. I've been teaching with Artefacto for the past 3 years, around there. And in this video I want to share with you the top 3 watercolor techniques for beginners. So these are just some techniques that have helped me and my students to progress in their work. Please watch the video until the end so you don't miss anything. And I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Top 3 tips for a watercolor artist. So we have our reference, we have this nice waterfall scene, and that creates a nice dynamic composition. So my first tip would be leave a white space in the painting somewhere, anywhere. This is really important because it helps to let the painting breathe. So that's my first tip, and so you can paint along with me. I'm just making a kind of greyish warm mixture. Some blue, ochre, and red. So there, this is roughly where the water is coming through. There's also some water coming through in there, but I'll leave this very abstract, like so. This. I can darken it. Another tip, I'm going to give you more than 3 tips, is use a brush with a flat edge. This is a diagonal edge, but it's still pretty good. This is really useful, especially in the beginning. And now I'm just trying to get the right overall composition. So leave white space, use a flat brush, and technically this isn't a flat brush, but anyway, and wet and wet. Wet and wet is a great tool for watercolorists that you have to use. Okay, let's bring this down. Okay, maybe I can lose this edge. And always think about your edges, hard edge, soft edge. Okay, let's move on. Get some greens in there. It's just the waterfall moving up there. Lovely greens. Okay, let's get that softness we were talking about, that wet and wet. So another thing is that's important is when you're working wet and wet, the first thing you have to do is let your once you've wet it, don't start working into it immediately. You have to wait for it to dry a little bit, because first the water it's sitting on the paper. You have to let it absorb into the paper, and then you can start working into it. So we just wait a little bit longer. There's a nice puddle there, so have to wait for that to dry out a little bit more. And always mix your greys. That's another tip. You're getting a lot for your money's worth here. If you mix your own greys, then you naturally create interesting luminous greys that you know, might not be an exact neutral grey, but you know, it'll be a hue of some sort. You know, it's a little bit warmer. Cool it down a little bit. So when you mix your own greys, it will naturally have more of one of the primary colours, because yeah, you can mix the primaries to create a grey. So that's looking pretty good. Let's see. Yeah. That's pretty good. It's still pretty wet, but that's fine. Let's blend all that in nicely. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, let's continue working our way down. It's a very simple sketch.
As a painter, I've always been attracted to nature, to painting trees, flowers, leaves, anything that you find walking in the parks and so on. And it's been a great space for me to learn. Nature is one of the best teachers. So in this course, The Principles of Nature, I've taken the principal elements, for example, harmony and balance, or rhythm and flow, and I study them fairly in depth, and we go into some theory, and we look at some of the context, the history, and we apply what we learn in this to a subject matter. For example, how can rhythm and flow be applied to a cityscape? So the course is full of different subject matter for you to enjoy, and that's a basic sum up. I hope you find it interesting, and you can register via the link in the description. I look forward to seeing more of you there. Thank you.
It's getting a lot of attention because it's all quite dark in there. Soften that out nicely. Good. Okay. And use this. Okay. And now your tonal values. Get your tonal values right. That's really important. Just putting in straight away a grey, a bit lazy. Let's go there. Just a bit of texture. Could even do this while it's dry. Add some more down here. Lovely, nice and wet there. Just some suggestion of a brush stroke in there, and a little bit. So just add some refinements now. Close that side off here. Keep the painting moving this way. So, whoop. And a bit of something there. And splash. Suggestion of water, frothing, moving, like like so. And voila. That's the end of the painting. Another key is know when to stop. That's really important. Might simplify this slightly more. Okay. Can I get a hard edge there? Good if I can get a hard edge. Yep. Got it. Just a little bit more darkness in there. Just so that it's not, just to slightly soften the edge, going slightly darker just there. And voila. Okay, and that's it. Leave the background. Another key thing is it's very easy to get trapped into each part of the painting. For example, the background. You see the background. Oh, I'll look at all these details in there. You should treat the whole painting in a kind of way where you think about it in terms of background, midground, and foreground. And the background, you want to keep it as simple as possible, just so that you don't draw too much attention. It's a backdrop for your main interesting things that are happening in the painting, which in this case is the water moving through the piece. So keep the background a background is also another key tip. So you've really come away with some good tips here. Better tell all your friends. Just some suggestions of the rock surface. Okay. I guess I should follow my own advice and stop right there. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the short tutorial and hope you found it useful. Let's take off the tape. Thank you all for watching and wish you happy painting.
So I hope you found the video useful, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel where we will help assist you with improving your knowledge of art and improving your skills, developing as an artist. And please register for the course. You'll find the link in the description, and I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.